Get the 2023 Clownfish comic books, including Crimson Ren Volume 1 and previously on Clownfish TV. We're offering a limited number of these books. In our second chance offer, go to shopclownfish.com. That's shopclownfish.com. Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Disney and all of Hollywood actually is in for a pretty rough year. Pretty rough year. The Hollywood Reporter said that Barbenheimer was the last hurrah because everything else that's coming out this year looks like crap. Some shows are getting pushed back. Some movies are getting pushed back.
Yeah, they're pushing back things. They're reportedly doing that because they can't work on them.
Right. And that's just it. Even if they resolve the strike tomorrow, they have a 6 month to a year gap in between production.
You see, I'm not trying to defend Bob Iger, but I think that's what his point was. It's like, now's a bad time because, you know, I wouldn't be doing that now when everything's already getting pushed back and they're already having trouble and things aren't performing. You know, now might not be the good time to demand more because it might just mean that we cancel a lot of shit and you bite you in the ass.
Yes, I think a lot of people are going to get their ass eaten here pretty soon. Wait.
Well, some people like that, so, you know.
Strike that. Reverse it. Anyway, we had
ass? That's even more. People are going to be eating ass really soon? Okay.
Anyway, speaking of ass, we're going to talk about the Haunted Mansion. We're going to talk about the Marvels. These are Disney's next two movies. I think they have an animated movie in there somewhere.
The Wish is coming too, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, Disney's year looks like it's going to be ass. From here on out, it's going to be pure ass. So let's talk about this. I just like saying ass.
I gathered.
Before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. If you do, you'll get a woohoo.
Woohoo!
She's going to woohoo tomorrow because we're going to go actually see the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, but now I'm kind of worried because the reviews are coming back, and I knew this was likely going to be what happened. It was probably going to suck. But then, again, critics, they said that Mario sucked too, and other movies that were good sucked, but it is a very niche film.
Yeah, this one is very easy to get wrong. They've gotten it wrong before. The Eddie Murphy movie was pretty terrible, and now they're going to try doing it again.
I just want it to be good. That's all I want. I just want good things. That's all I want.
Yep, you're asking too much. You're asking too much of Disney current year. So yeah, this movie is getting slammed by critics. Again, we don't know how it is. We'll go see it tomorrow. This one's really bad. This is Cursed. The only scary thing about the new Haunted Mansion is how bad it is.
I'm just sad.
We have Grace Randolph. Grace Randolph saying that she's starting to get the feeling Haunted Mansion might be a colossal failure unlike anything we've seen to date. Zero interest, hardly any advance tickets sold.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, you already have a niche concept, and if it's bad on top of it, doesn't matter who's in it, it's not going to save it.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of sort of promoted this one, but...
When is it coming out? Late August or like Friday?
Like Friday. Oh my God.
I was already kind of wondering, we weren't seeing any reviews until today. Like the embargo wasn't up until like today.
The day before, yeah. If they were going to be good, they would have like...
Unless they learned from Indiana Jones, I don't know.
Well, because Indiana Jones, they took it to Cannes Film Festival. That's why. This one, there's no way in hell it was going to Cannes Film Festival. No. They weren't even going to chance it. So this one, look, it's gonna get smashed by Barbie and Oppenheimer for sure. And
there's a joke about particle smashing, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah, it's gonna get nuked. This movie's gonna get nuked, and I feel kind of bad for the director because he had to launch it. Remember, he had to launch a GoFundMe just to pay the damn bills, hoping this movie was gonna bring some money in. I'm like, this is Disney. You're not going to get paid for like 2 years after the thing comes out. They find a way not to pay you.
Yeah, I would say if they even let you have any money. But yeah, I'm very concerned because they didn't have any reviews until today. And then what you're hearing is not very good. I will know tomorrow, and I will let you know.
Yeah, let's see what they're saying here. Just a cursory evaluation. The kindest thing that can be said is that it clears the very low hurdle of surpassing the original.
Well, it's better than the original, so it's
better than the original.
Win.
Haunted Mansion doesn't even have a tenth of the wit or imagination that the decades-old attraction has. You will definitely feel like you've been taken for a ride the worst possible way. Oh, man. Man, this one, actually, the trailers looked pretty okay.
Disney insists in squeezing the success of their theme parks into a product that mixes comedy and horror with some heart and charm, but also with many moments in which the narrative moves on autopilot. That's
Yeah.
in Spanish.
That's not good.
Disney continues to decline
Oh.
due to
Ooh.
bad decisions that are resulting in releasing products of a dubious quality, to say the least.
Wow. Okay, so that could actually bring us into our next point here, which is the quality and interest in the movies coming out later this year after Oppenheimer and Barbie look bad, and Disney in particular, theirs look bad. Now, I think Blue Beetle is going to bomb spectacularly, right?
Oh, I think Haunted Mansion will bomb worse, but yes.
Haunted Mansion is going to probably at least come in third place behind Barbie and Oppenheimer. And watch it be like, oh yeah, it came in fifth place behind Barbie, Oppenheimer, Spider-Verse, and
Yeah, I don't
somehow Mario's still in the theater, and that one's still kicking its ass. I don't even know what the projections are. I don't think anybody has any projections for this. But here's the thing. The movies this year do not look good, so now there's talk, and you're familiar with this. They're talking they might push them back even further. They pushed the Marvels was supposed to come out this summer. If you've gone,
It was coming out the day that was coming out tomorrow or Friday. They switched the dates. Haunted Mansion was originally in the November slot, and they switched them.
yeah, because the Marvel toys are at McDonald's right now.
Right.
I went there for coffee
Marvels,
this
yeah.
morning. I'm like, what the hell?
That's why, because it was supposed to come out today.
Yes.
Or like not today, this week. You know what I mean?
So there's not gonna be any Haunted Mansion toys apparently. You would collect those if they did.
If they were
Yeah.
good. I do. I have a huge Haunted Mansion collection stuff. I love Haunted Mansion. Anyway, I'd be buying actual props from the ride if I didn't think they were too expensive and I'm too cheap. Yeah, so they're taking some things and they're moving them or delaying them because of the strikes. There's talk, I know, that on our blog, it was mentioned, Mr. Marlowe mentioned that they might be pushing Wish back, which is the Disney animated movie.
Yeah, that was supposed to be November, right?
I saw other ones that people were talking about more. But yeah, there's a bunch of shows and movies that are supposed to be coming out or that are supposed to be in production now that we're supposed to have set dates that might all get pushed back. And Disney's basically have the ones that are done, they're trying to stretch out the releases on them, like the Marvels or whatever. So they have like, they'll have more movies. They'll have movies in theaters, but since they won't have as many coming because they can't get them all done. The ones that are done, they'll stretch out to keep the theaters filled longer, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so basically instead of like piling Disney movies on
top of each other, yeah.
Disney movies, there's probably gonna be like 3 months between each.
Right,
release.
yeah, a couple months in between, so they can stretch them out longer until they can catch up after this is over.
Boy, it's almost like you should have saved some of those movies you dumped after the pandemic.
Well, it's totally possible that they might do that. They might take some of the Disney Plus stuff. They put in Disney Plus, like Soul, put in the theater. We need something in the theater. We'll put Soul in the theater, or put one of those ones we went to Disney Plus, or we took off. And we'll put it in the theater.
Actually, what you do is you bring back. This is what happened during the pandemic. I know that the local drive-in theater was doing it. They were running like old Steven Spielberg movies, and you bring back some of your better
They're running
movies.
Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah,
They are.
at the drive-in. Yeah,
I love Smokey.
they're doing retro movies.
Oh, see, that would be cool. You bring back some movies from when Disney didn't suck.
I don't remember it.
We
I watched it
need.
once, I don't remember.
We need a Herbie marathon. All the Herbie movies.
Into watching Herbie.
All the Herbie movies, all day long, $10 a ticket. You come in, you just sit down, watch all the Herbie movies. Even Lindsay Lohan's. So yeah, I mean, it's very possible they move the Marvels again.
I don't know if they will, because I think they need it to stay there, but I could see them moving other things.
Well, this is Bloomberg, and they're saying like nothing's off the table at this point. They said they don't know what's, and we're going to talk about that because they're talking they might just pull the plug on shows.
Well, that I'm hearing
completely.
I'm hearing they might, if it's not very far along, they might just pull them. I've been hearing that too. Yes,
and that we'll talk about. We've got another video coming up talking about streaming. We'll talk more about that in that video. But this is coming from Bloomberg. They said that Disney, the world's largest entertainment company, already shook up its release schedule once this year, delaying major films by as long as 3 years. The studio has suffered a series of disappointing results at the box office. Oh my God, guys, get ready for it. Bloomberg. Disappointing results at the box office, including Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny and The Little Mermaid.
Well, that's just because they're misogynistic and hate strong female leads and they're racist too.
There it is, guys.
Because facts, doesn't matter.
Facts. Who cares about
These
facts?
people are going on about, oh my God, guys, if you all go out and buy Indiana Jones and the Little Mermaid on digital when they release it, that means that the box office takes me bigger and then they're going to greenlight another movie. And it's like, no, that's not what that means.
So it's not just Disney. To go back to what we started with here, they said multiple sources are telling The Hollywood Reporter theater owners are scrambling to figure out whether the major studios are going to rearrange their fall and winter tentpoles. People
They
don't
might
know.
have to if they're not ready and they can't work on them because people are on strike.
And even then, we have a long tail to this thing. Like I said, these movies are put into production years before they drop in the theaters. Mm-hmm. So it's possible that even if things are okay for now, even if the strike gets resolved within the next few months or whatever, that there's still going to be a 6-month or a 12-month gap in new releases that could take the theaters out after the fact. Because there's nothing. So they're basically saying, enjoy Barbenheimer, guys, because this is the last taste of success you're going to have. So, and then, and that had to make up for all the losses earlier this year, too. It's not looking too good.
So, yeah. I mean, but that's what I'm hearing is that they might have to push stuff back further and they might be spreading out what they do have because they have to make that last until they can get stuff, up and running again and completely finished.
Like an everlasting gobstopper.
There you go. I have no desire to see Wonka. It looks like shit.
That is a Netflix show.
I don't like Timothée Chalamet either. I mean, you can like Dune. I'm not a fan of his. I'm sorry. I think he's trying to be like a poor man's Johnny Depp.
Well, he is. They have him cast in like every Johnny Depp role now. Like he's basically Johnny Depp. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Help support the channel. Go to thereef.support and get early access to podcasts, videos, and other content. That's thereef.support.